Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. To Governor Newsom, let me thank you for your leadership, responding immediately, declaring the state of emergency, and then being with us here today. We're also joined by our state partners, Assemblymember Santiago, State Senator Smallwood Cuevas, and Joan Sawyer are here with us today. And to all of our city departments for recognizing the urgency behind this disaster and working to accelerate the progress in order to repair the I-10 Freeway. Last evening, Secretary Buttigieg called and wanted me to assure the people of Los Angeles that the White House stands with us as we work to rebuild, and they have committed to ensure us that there will be no obstacle that stands in our way. So our strategy is three-pronged. Number one, ensuring that there is a plan for Angelenos who commute or live by this incident. Number two, working to get the I-10 Freeway up and running again as fast as possible. Number three, providing as much information as possible to ensure that our communities and commuters are well informed every step of the way. I want to thank Chief Crowley and the hundreds of firefighters that really risk their lives and safety and who battled the blaze for hours. Fortunately, there were no injuries or deaths, but we know the impact that this fire will have on the surrounding communities as people need to drive to work, school, and other activities. After the fire broke, I activated our Emergency Operations Center to attack this issue with urgency. On Saturday, I directed all city departments to immediately plan for how to address increased traffic due to this closure, to best mitigate the impact on Angelenos, and we will continue to urgently coordinate with our state partners to resolve this issue for not only the millions who use this freeway and the adjacent freeways, but also to those who live and work in the surrounding areas. I want to ensure Angelenos that we are working day and night to make the repairs necessary to restore the freeway. For those of you that remember the 1994 Northridge earthquake, Caltrans worked around the clock to complete emergency repairs to the freeways, and this structural damage calls for the same level of urgency and effort. We will continue to provide updates as they come. We plan to have a press conference later today. Our general manager from the Department of Transportation verbally gave the routes, but later we will have charts and more up-to-date information. You can stay informed at emergency.lacity.gov/updates. Please plan for delays and check for alternative routes. Traffic officers are on location to alleviate traffic impacts. Please heed their instructions. Let me just say, Angelenos, a few months ago, we came together in a disaster, in an emergency. And around the city, everyone cooperated, and we were able to go through that what was potentially a disaster, the hurricane, and there were no traffic deaths because everyone in the city cooperated. Angelenos, we need to have the same level of involvement and discipline that we did several months ago. Unfortunately, there's no reason to think that this is going to be over in a couple of days. We cannot give you an estimate of time right now, but as much as traffic is a challenge for all of us in our city, there will be no time like this when we will need to come together and all cooperate until the freeway is rebuilt. And I'm glad now to bring up our governor who will address us. Governor Newsom.